can see. So I have red-green color blindness, so I can usually see blues pretty well, yellows pretty well, especially because they're lighter. A lot of people don't think about this, but colorblind people often tell colors apart by how dark or light they are. And so, like, these ones are dark, even though I can't really tell what color they are. Like, maybe black or brown. But they're darker than the rest, so you can still tell them apart. So I'm going to start with the blues, because I can see that color really, really well. And that's why it's my favorite color. You'll see blue on everything if you go on my social medias, because I love the color blue so much. Weep, weep. On TikTok, I did this weep thing, like totally subconsciously. I just kind of went weep when I moved the M&Ms, and it really caught on and people loved it. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the lighter M&Ms, the yellow ones. So I can see this color, but I don't think it's the same as everyone else can see it. I don't think I can see it as vibrantly as everyone else can, but I can definitely see the color yellow. Weep, weep. So these two are all set, and now I have this pile. The next easiest one for me to tell apart is the dark ones. I don't think M&Ms have a flavor, but these are like brown, I think. And in my very first M&M video, people got really mad at me for calling them purple, because I always eat Skittles rather than M&Ms. So I'm used to grape Skittles, and so I just called them purple, like out of habit, even though I know they're not purple because I can see the color purple. But a lot of people got really upset with me. Weep, weep. Cool, those are all set. I'm just going to move these all a little bit farther over. Okay, now I have this group right here. The next easiest one is oranges for me. And in one of my colorblind sorting videos on TikTok, people got really upset with me because I was sorting Jolly Ranchers. And the watermelon Jolly Ranchers look orange when in the camera, but in real life they look pink, or so I'm told. And so I couldn't tell them apart from like the green or red ones because they're pink, which is a shade of red. And so I could tell them apart, but I didn't really know what color they were. And people got really upset with me because they were like, I thought you could see the color orange. And I can see the color orange. Those just looked orange on camera, but they're pink because they're watermelon flavor in real life. But I got really confused after those comments started rolling in. Okay, cool. And this is the hardest part. I'm just going to move these all aside for a second so we can really focus. So I am red-green colorblind, so these do look the same color to me. And usually, for me anyway, all colorblindness is different. But for me, I can tell colors apart if they're bright enough. So if there's like a stoplight and it's like glowing neon green, I can probably tell that it's green, you know? Or if it's glowing red, I can probably tell that it's red. Also, colorblind people drive because the red light's on the top and the green light's on the bottom. So driving's not a difficulty. Oops. And so the problem with M&Ms is that they're not particularly like neon. They're not extremely bright. So I can't really tell the color of them. They just look like I think the equivalent of, I think that these in your eyes, like if you were looking through my eyes, you would see these as brown. So these are like tan to me, I think. But they look all the same, especially because these two are like the same shade, at least in this lighting. In some lighting, one of them looks darker and one of them looks lighter, depending on what lighting you're using. But in this lighting I'm in, and in most lighting, like most natural lighting, it looks the same. It looks like the exact same, you know, gradient. So I'm going to give it my best shot. I kind of just play it by ear. Some of them are a little bit darker than the other ones. So I usually take the darker ones and make those reds, but really there's not that much, it's mostly guessing. But I think one of these days people will see me on TikTok sorting things and I'll just get lucky. And then people will be like, oh my god, his colorblindness is cured, which will not be the case. So I think that's about right. That's my best guess. Oop. I definitely did guess on most of this, so I have no way of knowing. So I think that these